Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. So, I have a wonderful follower, Sally from Astoria, Oregon. She's a good friend of mine. She's an awesome follower. She has some questions about shipping and how to lower costs on that. And lately, a lot of people have asked me about it because they don't understand how you can pay for shipping and still make a profit. So I even had a friend at work, I'm not sure if he follows me on here, but I had a friend at work say, how do you solve the shipping issues? Now, I don't have anything prepared or written up to talk about, so I hope this video goes well enough for you to learn something. So what I would suggest to start out, the very first thing you need to do is get bubble wrap, boxes, padding of any kind. That's the first step. Now, to do that, you should never have to buy it. Always, always, always get it for free. Now, my best bet is my local hospital. Hospitals get in hundreds of packages a day, and everything's padded. And most of their padding, bubble wrap, boxes, everything goes in the trash or in the recycle bin. So make friends with somebody at the hospital. Most times they're cool with just giving it to you. I know my hospital is. I also work there, but we do give it away to other people. I have all kinds of extra just boxes, which I hardly use, but bubble wrap, different kinds of bubble wrap, different things I can use to pack. If your store grows to the size mine has, you're going to find yourself shipping some really odd items. So, for example, I don't know where my bird feeders are, but I have a bunch of bird feeders I've got to ship out. And I've been wrapping them in a certain bubble wrap. Now, not all bubble wrap is the same. Some of it's hard. Here's one of these right here. It's glass. So it was kind of a weird ship, right? It's glass in the middle. It's got plastic on the ends, which sticks out, which could break. And if you ship it in a box, so this is 15 ounces. If you ship it in a box, you've got to pay an extra like $3-4. So if you can wrap it in bubble wrap, you can save that money. Now, the different types of bubble wrap, there's some that is really hard. This one's a semi-hard one. There is others that are much tougher. And then there is the softer stuff. So you want a variety because that's an item that I would probably want to use the softer stuff on, if that makes sense. I don't want to break the plastic. So next, we're going to go in. I'm going to show you all the priority mail boxes that we're going to procure from the USPS. I forgot to mention one thing, really the most important thing is when you're going to source a product or buy a product, say you buy a pallet of something, you've got to know how you're going to ship that before you buy it. If you find out later that you cannot ship that and make a profit, you're hosed, especially when you go to buy something in large quantities. One example for me was these vacuums. I was unsure that I could ship these for a good price. So I only bought 2 just in case I couldn't do so. Then I would just give one to my mom and give one to my wife, right? I did find out that I could ship it for a profit, so it worked out. But you've got to remember, any single thing you buy, try to figure out if you can make a profit before you leave that store with that item. Okay, so like I said, you shouldn't have to pay for bubble wrap, things like that, boxes. So there's 2 out of 3 shipping options that we never have to pay for the packaging or filling. We went over the first. The second is United States Postal Service envelopes and boxes, okay? You've got everything from this flat rate envelope, any way it ships. You can't fit all that much in there unless you get creative. Sometimes you gotta like tape the thing back together when you shove too much in there. You've got that to the flat rate small box, which you can't fit a freaking thing in there. I mean, the only thing that you could fit in there is like a 100-ounce bar of silver or something. Like, what else would you ship in this thing that would make it worth it? I don't know. Let's see. You've got the medium rate box, which has two different sizes. One of them I find more convenient. It's the more square one than the tall one. You've got this tall one, which I find less convenient. Okay, you get a discount on these on eBay, and it comes to 12 something, or $15 normally. There's a shoebox option. This is actually called a shoebox. I have not found that eBay will give you a discount to ship these. I think StockX does. There's also regional boxes that I have found to be the best option for me most of the time. Regional A boxes are almost as big as the medium box, maybe not. But also this regional B box has saved me a ton in shipping on these heavy bags of slug killer that I bought. So I bought those for 58 cents, but they're 8 pounds and expensive to ship. So to make a profit on those when selling them for 29 bucks, I have to have this B-rate box. Sometimes it's as low as $8, depending on where it goes, and then it can be more when shipping elsewhere. Okay, the other one is the padded mailer, which is my best friend, and I don't have one here in front of me. But the padded mailer is a flat rate of $7.75 if you purchase on eBay or through eBay. Okay, third thing about shipping. Poly mailers. This is the only thing that you'll have to buy. They are super cheap and excellent for things mostly under £1, but you can use them for anything. As long as you bubble wrap it up, put it in there, you're good to go. So now let's go inside. I'm gonna pull up some items on the computer and go over some pricing. I had to edit a piece of my video because I inadvertently showed my password. So what you missed during that was you always ship through eBay because you will get the best price, hands down, guaranteed. So here I am going to go to this heavier box here. Gonna go to print shipping label. Okay, now here we have a situation where I had it as priority mail, and if I send it in a box myself, it's going to cost me $21.01 because it's going to New Hampshire all the way across the country. Now that's even saving 21%, which you would go to the post office and save. Okay, it's giving us a couple other options, but since we advertise as priority, we need to get it there faster than just say parcel select, which is also $20. By the way, through eBay, this priority and parcel select is about the same. So we're gonna click on carrier packages and see what else they've got. We've got a medium flat rate box for $13.20. We've got the regional A box for $12.10, which is doable. We've got other options basically than spending 20 bucks. If we spend 20 bucks, we're not making anything because the product sold for $20.90 and I paid $1.70 for the package. So our cheapest option here that would work is the regional A box. Gonna click over here on FedEx and see what they've got going on. And we've got FedEx home delivery with $100 of insurance, estimated around the same date that you promised you'd have it there by for $11.70. Now, this isn't optimal, and I'll tell you why. Now, the reason that this is not optimal is because we are paying $11.70. We paid $1.76, I believe, for the product, and we are selling it for $20.90. So when you take off the 13%, you're paying eBay and PayPal, and you add on the cost to the cost of the cost of the product to the cost of shipping, you're going to end up making about $5 on this product. That's not optimal, like I say, again. But I'm willing to take that chance because I know I'm not always going to have to ship to New Hampshire. When you live on the West Coast and you sell in Florida, which I do sell in Florida a lot, you've got to be prepared for certain items costing a lot more. Now, you can usually count on FedEx to save your butt. You can also exclude selling in certain areas. If you don't want to sell in certain areas, you can do that. You can say, no, I'm not going to sell over here. You can do local pickup only if you're in a big city and make 100% of your profit. So I paid 90% off retail on this product, but I'm only making $5, which is, you know, maybe almost double, triple, or whatever I paid for the item. So the last thing I want to say about shipping is, even if you don't necessarily sell a lot or have an eBay store, I still recommend having an account because of all the packages you ship to your family at birthdays, Christmas time, you know, whatever have you. I've done things where I listed an item for 99 cents, had my sister in North Carolina pay that 99 cents, and I used my huge discount on eBay to ship her something that I got for pennies on the dollar. I wanted to share it with her, you know, ship it through FedEx for $12-15, where it would have cost $50 to go in the store and ship it to her. So that's also something to remember. So I hope I helped you out a little bit here. Sally, big shout out to you, big fan. If you did like my video, click the thumbs up. If you didn't like my video, I'm sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Have a good day though, and stay safe, guys.